So I was on the Shinkansen train and I was watching Yuzuru Hanyu's figure skating um, performance, and it was a shock to see the front half rotation going, as not as planned, and he could only manage just one rotation. And later we learned that there was a hole in the ice, and Yuzuru Hanyu's skating blade was trapped in it. And what a misfortune! When I look back on the Tokyo Olympics, I remember the men's relay, 4x100 meters relay, and there was this failure of a button at the very beginning, and our dream of winning the gold medal in the men's relay was crushed at that moment. Sometimes that happens in Olympics. I mean, something goes amiss, and you remember that moment for the rest of your life. I would say that yesterday's Yuzuru Hanyu performance, of failing to do the one half rotation trick would stay in my mind forever and ever, as long as I live. But when you think about that, this glitch on ice happened precisely because Yuzuru Hanyu is such a superb performer. He is a really excellent athlete, and he has devoted his life to the art of skating. And because he has this high level of skills and dedication to the art of figure skating, this tiny hole in the ice made such a huge difference in his performance and in the minds of people watching from all over the world. So, probably it was, unfortunate, and probably it is now difficult for Hanyu to win the gold medal. But, in a sense, the moment when Hanyu failed to make his planned rotation jump was the highlight of the Olympics, in a sense, because it this kind of failure could only come about when you are involved in the most sophisticated, most high level performance imaginable in the art of figure skating. So it could only be Yuzuru Hanyu who could, highlight such a, breach of smooth performance, such a hole in the world we live in. And I suspect that it could be a really beautiful metaphor for all of us, who are doing something really seriously, that there could be some glitch in our lives, like the hole in the ice, and which would probably hinder our performance there. But your life goes on, and in order to notice that hole on the ice, we actually need to build up our skills, and we need to dedicate our lives so much on something that tiny hole on the ice would count as a really impressive obstacle in our lives. So actually, it is the obstacles that we encounter in our lives that makes our lives shine, as was taught so beautifully and impressively by Yuzuru Hanyu yesterday. Having said that, I do hope that Yuzuru Hanyu would go on to win the gold medal. And I think he can do it. And I hope that he can do the best performance of his life in the freestyle performance tomorrow. So let's watch his performance.